Shalom, Jake. Shalom. Revelation 1 verse 7. Behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him, and all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him. Even so, amen. Now I want you to listen to what these government officials are saying, because you know they've been having the meetings all week. See, we almost in them times. They're talking about UFOs, chariots, World War III, all right, the CBDC, the mark. All right, the end of days. See, you're saying all this at the same time. Call her lawyer, how about Shim Yahweh. So I'm going to go ahead and play this.
Craft stated earlier, do we have the bodies of the pilots who piloted this craft?
As I've stated publicly already in my News Nation interview, biologics came with some of these recoveries. Yeah.
Were they, I guess, human or non-human biologics?
Non-human, and that was the assessment of people with direct knowledge on the program I talked to that are currently still on the program.
And was this documentary evidence, this video, photos, eyewitness? Like, how would that be determined?
The specific documentation I would have to talk to you in a skiff about.
Now, remember, we know that the angels are described as looking like men. Ain't no angels. They ain't even operating on the same frequency, the same reality that we operating on. All right. Now, hey, I'm not saying the Most High ain't got things out there that we don't know about, because we quite sure he do. Because hey, we know about the innumerable stars. They talk about Orion and Job. But hey, there ain't no angels of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah being shot down or anything. This is just Esau up to his madness. But I want you to hear certain things, though. You got to be able to read between the lines. They're trying to put out information in a certain way. Okay? Because remember, they got Project Bluebeam. So let's say this next report.
Have you faced any retaliation or reprisals for any of your testimony or anything on these lines?
Yeah, I have to be careful what I say in detail because there is an open whistleblower reprisal investigation on my behalf.
And look at his face. He looked like he looked like they done already told him, look, you better be careful what you say. Look at his damn face. And look at his bugged out big eyes. Right? Look at that. So yeah, we're going to go and let this finish playing. And I'm going to show you something.
I want to compromise that investigation by providing anything that may help provide somebody information. But it was very brutal and very unfortunate, some of the tactics they used to hurt me both professionally and personally, to be quite frank. Yeah.
It's very unfortunate. As they say, when you're over the target, that's when they do the most firing at you. Do you have any personal knowledge of people who have been harmed or injured in efforts to cover up or conceal these extraterrestrial technology?
Yes.
Now remember, even the Romans, even during the Roman days, hey, even in the scriptures, it's reported the angels then put their hands on people, okay, judging people, putting people to death. All right. Look at what happened with Lot. Look at what happened with King David, right? And when that angel put, it was the angel of the Lord put like
Have you heard?
140 something thousand people to death. Actually, I'm gonna get it. All right.
Personally.
Have you heard? Have anyone been murdered that you would think that you know of or have heard of? I guess.
I have to be careful asking that question. I directed people with that knowledge to the appropriate authorities.
Maybe in a if we could get in a confidential area skiff, we could talk about that. But unfortunately, we were denied access to the skiff, and that's very unfortunate in this scenario.
Hey, remember them angels with them slaughtering weapons, right? So yeah, me gonna get the scripture instead of me just talking about it. Forgive me. 2 Kings chapter 19 verse 35. And it came to pass that night that the angel of the Lord went out and smote in the camp of the Assyrians 185,000. And when they arose early in the morning, behold, they were all dead corpse. So when you look at the Berean study Bible, because remember the Bereans were known to be real astute. And that very night the angel of the Lord went out and struck down 185,000 men in the camp of the Assyrians. And when the people got up the next morning, they were all the dead bodies. You see that? New Living Translation. That night the angel of the Lord went out to the Assyrian camp and killed 185,000 Assyrian soldiers. When the surviving Assyrians woke up the next morning, they found corpses everywhere. You see that? So yeah, we're gonna let that video finish playing, then I'm gonna show you a chariot that was recently shown.
And that's very unfortunate in this scenario. Mr. Favor.
And look at this chariot. It's moving so fast they can barely see it. It's barely even seen on camera. Let's rewind that back. And it's even creating whatever type of streaks it's making. They look like they sequenced. You see that? So yeah, hey, there's a lot going on. Stay prayed up, Jake. I'll see you again real soon. Shalom. And remember, these reports are coming from all over the planet.
We are not alone.